The pain of broken love. We don't fall in love thinking it will one day fall apart. We dream of forever, of laughter-filled mornings, warm hugs after long days, and unconditional understanding. But over time, life happens. Words are left unspoken. Hurts go unhealed. Distance creeps in. And before we know it, the relationship we once held sacred feels like a fragile shell of what it used to be. If you're watching this, chances are you're in pain. You might feel angry, confused, heartbroken, or just numb. Maybe you're wondering if there's even hope left. Let me reassure you, the fact that you're here shows you care. And where there is care, there is potential for healing. This guide is not about quick fixes. It's not about pretending everything is fine. It's about doing the real, sometimes painful, always worthwhile work of repairing what's broken. Whether you're dating, engaged, married, or somewhere in between, this journey will walk you through 5 powerful steps to help you heal, rebuild, and, if both partners are willing, fall in love again. So let's begin, not with judgment or blame, but with the courage to face the truth, and the hope that things can get better. Step 1. Rebuild trust. Understanding the foundation of trust. Trust is the invisible thread that holds a relationship together. It's what makes vulnerability possible. It's what turns two people into a safe haven for each other. When trust is broken, through lies, infidelity, broken promises, or emotional neglect, it's as though the ground beneath you crumbles. But here's the good news: trust, though fragile, is not impossible to rebuild. It requires time, consistency, and mutual commitment. No shortcuts. No magic words. Just real work. Recognizing the impact of broken trust. Betrayal doesn't just cause anger, it creates deep emotional wounds. It might lead to anxiety, hypervigilance, low self-esteem, or emotional withdrawal. Recognizing the depth of pain caused is the first step to healing. Offering and receiving genuine apologies. A real apology goes beyond saying, "I'm sorry." It's about acknowledging the pain you caused, taking full responsibility, expressing remorse, and asking, "What can I do to begin making this right?" If you're the one who was hurt, it's okay to express how the betrayal affected you. Healing requires that both people are heard. If you're the one who caused the pain, be patient. You can't rush forgiveness. Actions speak louder than words. Rebuilding trust is not about convincing your partner with sweet talk. It's about proving, through consistent, reliable, and respectful behavior, that you're worthy of their trust again. That means being honest even when it's uncomfortable, keeping your word, and being fully present. Creating emotional safety. To rebuild trust, both partners need to feel emotionally safe. This means no yelling, no manipulation, no silent treatment. It means creating an environment where both people can speak their truth without fear. Accountability over perfection. You will make mistakes. You're human. But the key is accountability. Be willing to own your flaws. Say, "I messed up, and I'm going to do better." That humility goes a long way. Trust isn't restored in one big moment. It's rebuilt in 1,000 small ones. Step 2. Improve communication. The breakdown before the breakup. Most relationships don't end because of one catastrophic event, they fall apart piece by piece. And more often than not, the breakdown in communication is the silent killer. Poor communication doesn't just mean yelling or fighting. It's the everyday disconnections, the ignored texts, the passive-aggressive sighs, the misunderstood tone, the stories we don't share anymore. It's feeling like roommates instead of lovers. But here's the truth: communication can be relearned. And it's one of the most powerful tools you have to transform your relationship. The danger of assumptions. We assume our partner should just know what we want or feel. We assume they meant to hurt us. We assume their silence is indifference. These assumptions build walls, not bridges. Start replacing assumptions with curiosity. Ask instead of assuming. Clarify instead of concluding. Open instead of closing off. Active listening, the secret weapon. Listening isn't just about hearing the words, it's about being fully present. Active listening means you're not just waiting for your turn to speak. You're tuning into their tone, body language, and emotional state. Here's how to practice active listening. Put away distractions. Maintain eye contact. Reflect back what you hear. What I hear you saying is. Validate their feelings. That makes sense, you'd feel that way. When someone feels truly heard, healing begins. Speak to be understood, not to win. Arguments often become battles to be right. But communication isn't about victory, it's about connection. Use I statements, I feel hurt when, instead of, you always. Be specific, not vague. I felt left out when you made plans without me. Stay in the present. Don't bring up every mistake from the past. Tone and timing matter. How you say something is just as important as what you say. A raised voice, sarcastic tone, or poorly timed confrontation can ruin a good message. Choose a time when you're both calm. Use a gentle tone. Lead with love. Nonviolent communication, NVC. Developed by psychologist Marshall Rosenberg, NVC focuses on honest expression and empathic listening. It follows 4 steps. Observation, when I see/hear. Feelings, I feel. Needs, because I need/value. Request, would you be willing to? Example, when you cancel dinner plans last minute, I feel hurt because I need reliability. Would you be willing to let me know earlier next time? Create daily connection rituals. Communication thrives when it's consistent. Try a 10-minute check-in every evening. What went well today? What was hard? How can I support you tomorrow? Little conversations build big understanding. Conflict is not the enemy. Healthy relationships don't avoid conflict, they navigate it with respect. Disagreements are a sign that both people care enough to voice their truth. Learn to fight fair. No name-calling. No bringing up the past. No, always, or never statements. Take breaks when needed. Empathy, the heart of connection. Empathy isn't agreement, it's understanding. It's saying, I might not feel the same way, but I see that this matters to you. When communication flows with empathy, relationships transform. Step 3, heal emotional wounds. The weight we carry. Every relationship collects emotional scars over time, some small and subtle, others deep and defining. Maybe it's the time you felt abandoned during a crisis, the day a cruel word shattered your confidence, or years of emotional distance that made you feel invisible. These emotional wounds don't just disappear. They linger, quietly shaping how we see ourselves and our partner. If we don't address them, they harden into resentment, mistrust, and emotional numbness. But when we acknowledge and tend to those wounds, something miraculous happens, healing begins. Why healing is essential. Unhealed pain leaks into everything, our tone, our assumptions, our willingness to be vulnerable. Without healing, we're not relating to our partner as they are today, we're reacting to the hurt from yesterday. Healing emotional wounds is not about forgetting what happened. It's about integrating the pain so it no longer controls you. It's about freeing yourself and your partner to love each other as you are now, not as you were in your worst moment. Create a safe space for emotional honesty. Before healing can happen, both partners must feel safe enough to be real. That means no judgment, no minimizing, no deflecting. Just listening, with open hearts and open hands. Ask each other. What moments in our relationship still hurt you? Is there something you've never told me because you didn't feel safe? What would healing look like for you? These questions can be raw, but they can also open the door to emotional intimacy. Validate, don't fix. When your partner shares a wound, resist the urge to defend yourself or explain. Instead, listen and validate. I can see how that hurt you. It makes sense you'd still carry that pain. Thank you for trusting me with that. You don't need to agree with every detail. But you do need to honor their experience. Revisit the past with compassion, not blame. Sometimes healing requires revisiting past events, not to rehash them in anger, but to reprocess them with compassion. This means acknowledging what happened, expressing regret if you caused pain, allowing space for grief, offering support for healing. You might say, I never realized how much that moment hurt you. I'm so sorry I wasn't there in the way you needed. Embrace the power of forgiveness. Forgiveness isn't letting someone off the hook, it's freeing yourself from the grip of pain. It's a choice to stop rehearsing the hurt and start creating space for peace. Forgiveness can take time. It doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing love over resentment. Rebuild your emotional bond. Once healing begins, nurture your emotional connection. Do things that bring joy, comfort, and shared vulnerability. Write each other letters of appreciation or apology. Share memories of when you felt most connected. Create new rituals, a weekly walk, a nightly gratitude moment. Emotional healing deepens intimacy. It says, even with all we've been through, I still choose you. Step 4. Rekindle intimacy. The fading flame. In long-term relationships, intimacy often fades slowly, almost imperceptibly. The passion that once felt effortless becomes distant. Conversations feel functional, not meaningful. Physical touch becomes rare or routine. But here's the truth, intimacy doesn't just vanish, it withers when left unattended. And it can be revived. Intimacy is not just about sex. It's about closeness, vulnerability, tenderness, and the feeling of being deeply known and accepted. Understanding the layers of intimacy. There are many kinds of intimacy. Emotional intimacy, sharing thoughts, feelings, and fears without judgment. Physical intimacy, affection, cuddling, non-sexual touch. Sexual intimacy, physical passion and mutual desire. Intellectual intimacy, sharing ideas, dreams, and engaging conversations. Spiritual intimacy, feeling connected through shared beliefs or values. Rekindling intimacy means nurturing all these layers. Start with emotional safety. Intimacy begins where emotional safety exists. You can't feel close to someone you don't feel safe with. That means being kind, curious, non-judgmental, and consistently present. Create a space where it's okay to say, I miss feeling close to you, or, I'd like us to be more affectionate again. Bring back the small gestures. Grand romantic gestures are lovely, but it's the small daily acts of affection that sustain intimacy. A kiss on the forehead. Holding hands. Sending a thoughtful text during the day. Complimenting your partner's smile or laugh. These moments are reminders, I see you. I love you. Rediscover shared joy. Couples often lose connection when they stop doing fun things together. Shared joy is a powerful intimacy builder. Take a dance class. Go hiking. Watch your favorite old movies. Play games, cook together, travel. The goal? Laughter, adventure, and lightness. Initiate affection and connection. Be proactive. Don't wait for your partner to make the first move. Whether it's initiating a hug, a kiss, a deep conversation, or intimacy in the bedroom, go first. Let them know, I want us close again. Talk openly about sex. Sexual intimacy often reflects the health of the emotional relationship. Talk about what you miss, what you enjoy, what you'd like to explore. Be honest. Be kind. Make it a judgment-free zone. Sometimes, seeing a therapist or sex counselor can help if the challenges feel too big to tackle alone. Date each other again. Remember how you treated each other when you were first dating. The anticipation. The attention to detail. Bring that back. Plan surprise dates. Dress up for each other. Write love notes. Dating your partner again rekindles desire and admiration. Practice loving presence. In our digital age, presence is rare. Put away the phone. Look into each other's eyes. Listen without distraction. Presence says, "You matter. Right now, you're my world." Celebrate each other. Celebrate milestones, yes, but also celebrate the everyday wins. Thank you for making dinner. I love how you comfort me when I'm sad. You're such a great parent. Appreciation is fuel for intimacy. Step 5. Commit to growth. Love is not a destination, it's a journey. Relationships don't thrive because two people are perfect. They thrive because two people are committed to growing individually and together. Love is a living, breathing thing that requires tending, not just fixing. Grow individually to grow together. A healthy relationship is made of two whole people, not two halves seeking completion. Personal growth feeds relational growth. When you invest in your mental, emotional, and spiritual health, you bring a better version of yourself into the relationship. Encourage each other to explore passions and hobbies. Heal personal wounds through therapy or self-work. Practice self-awareness and reflection. Growth creates attraction. When your partner sees you evolving, it inspires them to grow too. Create a shared vision. What does the future look like, for you, together? Sit down and dream. Talk about your goals as a couple. Where do you want to live? What kind of life do you want to build? What values do you want to raise children with, if applicable? Having a shared vision gives your relationship direction and purpose. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Don't wait for everything to be fixed to celebrate. Growth happens in small steps. A better conversation. A more peaceful disagreement. A moment of unexpected connection. Celebrate those wins. Say, "We're doing better," or "I'm proud of us." Check in regularly. Relationships drift when people stop checking in. Make it a ritual. Weekly heart-to-hearts. Monthly relationship check-ins. What's going well? What needs more attention? These moments prevent resentment from piling up and keep the connection alive. Stay curious about each other. You're both evolving. Keep learning who your partner is becoming. What excites them? What's challenging them? What dreams are stirring inside them? Falling in love isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous discovery. Seek support when needed. You don't have to do it alone. Couples therapy, workshops, books, or mentors can provide powerful tools. Reaching out for help isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Choose each other, every day. At the core of lasting love is a simple choice: I choose you. Even when it's hard. Even when it's inconvenient. Even when you're tired. Say it often. Show it through action. Because love that lasts is not built on grand declarations, but on everyday devotion. Final words, from broken to beautiful. Fixing a broken relationship isn't easy. But if both people are willing to do the work, to rebuild trust, improve communication, heal wounds, rekindle intimacy, and commit to growth, then beauty can rise from the ashes. Let this be your reminder: the cracks in your relationship don't have to mean the end. They can be the place where light shines in. And from that light, something stronger, deeper, and more resilient can be born. So take that first step.